Welcome to my vlog on how I created a video game using FlowLab. To help me create my video game, I used the Intro to FlowLab YouTube channel to help me create it. This YouTube channel has 10 different episodes that help me create different objects and levels within my game. As I watched the videos, I was able to create different levels and add different objects within my game, such as my first character, which is called Player. How I could change the behaviors of my player was you click this behaviors button right here, and I made different triggers, different components, and properties of this character. So within movement, you double click it, and here's all the different settings I have for her. There's animation for her to walk, there's a keyboard, so if you want her to jump left or right, up and down, and then there's collisions, which you can collide with the monsters, the stars, the controller right here, and the door that's behind this little button. We have a switch, so the switch right here can switch on and off when she collides with it. She can move left and right, 6 miles per hour, and then she can jump, and the impulse of that jump is there too. Since there are monsters within the game, we had to create her health. So when she collided with a spike, which is right here, she would lose damage, and there's always a sound effect when she hits a spike. She also collides with a monster, which loses damage, -1. She starts out with her health at 3, so then when the filter goes, it'll go down as on the screen. It has a filter, so it'll show the health that you have. When she ran out of energy, it would restart the game automatically. Lastly, we have the star component, which are all within the game that she can collide with, and it makes us a nice sound effect, so then when she gets stars, it'll add up on the screen. That's why this filter's here, so it'll show on the screen. And there's a space bar, so when she hits a star, it'll switch, and it'll emit a shooting star. So when she collects stars, she can click the space bar, so she can shoot a shooting star. As she shoots them, it'll put her number of stars down, which is -1, so it'll go down each time she uses one. Also, within your characters, you could change their physics. Right here, you could change their movability, if it's solid or not, and if it's affected by gravity. So our next characters we have are these two monsters right here. So as we click on one, and we click Edit, and Behaviors, you have all these different components within it. All these different components make up when it walks and how it walks back and forth, the angle the raycast that it walks at, so it walks back and forth, it flips each time it hits something. And also when it is collision with a player or a shooting star, it destroys it. And then it emits to a falling monster, so it falls off the screen for a bigger effect. I was able to create all of these sprites by clicking on the screen and clicking create. You can name your sprite, which I did for all of my sprites, and then you can edit your sprite by clicking browse, and these are all the sprites that I have used, but then clicking menu, and you can click FlowLab sprites. You can do blocks, characters, objects, town, and terrain. Objects, blocks, and characters are the main ones that I used. To create the stars, the flowers, the spikes, all that, I went into the sprites, or I went into the browse and then into objects, and they were all in there. So as I'm watching these videos, he does things I don't understand, so I continue to watch, and I realize that you can create all these different blocks all at once, because there is a lot of grass here and a lot of blocks here. You can click on it, and you click this button, clone, so then as you just drag, it creates more blocks, so you can create a line. Once you're done with that, you click done cloning, so then you can either delete them or edit them if you want. So since I don't want these blocks here, you just click on it and you just click delete, and you do that for all the access blocks you don't want within your game. The videos also explained how to create more layers within your game. So you're gonna click this, so when you enter this door, it will create you a new level. So here's my levels right here. I only have 2. You click load, and here is my other level. It doesn't have as many components as my first one, but again, there's a whole bunch of little blocks here in grass that I cloned to make all over the screen. So my player doesn't fall off the screen when she goes to the end. I put these blocks here to stop her from falling off. Doing this video game, I learned so many things about how to program, different components you can use, different properties, how to change their behaviors, and the different physics, really, about the characters. So I will show you how you play my game. It is called Jumpy Adventure, and all you gotta do is move the right, left, up, and down key as you want to move. So if I go right, I gotta click on the screen. If you go right, but you have to avoid the monster. As you see, I just opened that switch, and you could hear that sound that was played by it. So if I try to collect the star, I can push the space button to shoot that star and remove the monster from the game as it fell out. But as you saw, the monster hit me twice, so I lost 2 health. But if I keep collecting those stars using the right up and down keys and the left key, I can jump over the door, and I can click the spacebar to kill that monster as it falls away. To enter the second level of my game, I had to go past the switch, which I already clicked on, so then you can jump and just enter the door, which then enters you into this part of the game. Thank you for watching how I created my video game using FlowLab.